Hello, and welcome to another episode of Influence and Growth Mastery. Today, we're going to be talking about embracing the journey within, self-love, and fulfilling life. I'm your host, Tonya, and I'm thrilled to embark on this transformational journey with you today. In this episode, we're going to explore the profound concept of self-love and uncover practical strategies that's going to optimize your SEO, your search engine optimization. For those of you who may not have ever heard that term before, sometimes we think that everybody has heard these terms, but it's good to reiterate what they mean. But in an effort to reach a wider audience. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I've got some notes here in front of me that you may see me glance down to, but as we dive into the world of SEO, let's go ahead and lay a solid foundation by exploring the essence of self-love. Self-love is an unconditional acceptance and appreciation of oneself. Ourself, unconditional acceptance of ourselves, encompassing our strengths, our weaknesses, and our unique qualities. We all have unique qualities. We all have strengths. And yes, we all have weaknesses. It's a process. Self-love is a process of nurturing a deep sense of compassion, kindness, and a respect towards ourselves. Now, you might be wondering, what does self-love have to do with optimizing SEO? But I'm going to tell you it has everything to do with optimizing SEO. First of all, to have effective SEO, it's cultivating self-love from within. It's allowing us to, I'm going to say, confidently expressing our true selves through an online presence. And I'm going to say there are times that I feel that I am not coming through online confidently. I struggle often. I will record a video and I'll never put it online because I don't feel confident. And I know that there's other people who struggle with that themselves. And in another episode, I'll go into the reasons why we feel this way. But that's not for today. Today, I want to talk about feeling confident, loving ourselves, and how doing so helps us get great SEO. So let's unleash the power of authenticity. So one of the key pillars of SEO success lies in the presenting authentic content that resonates with you, the audience. And so by embracing self-love, you tap into the unique voice that allows you to create content that connects with people, whether it's a reader of a blog, a listener of a podcast or a video or whatever that may be. But there's that connection there that allows you to connect with the people on the other side. And so remember that sharing engines prioritize high quality, relevant content. So we have to not be afraid to get vulnerable. We have to sometimes humble ourselves to get vulnerable and to share our personal stories. And so we have to let our authenticity shine through because it's greatly going to enhance our SEO efforts. So by sharing what people want to hear, there's hurting people out there. And they often sometimes need to hear the backstories of where we come from. And the more that I listen to of stories, the backstories of where people came from to get to where they are today, I see the vulnerabilities that people share that reach the audiences that they're reaching. And sometimes, oftentimes, very often, we're told to keep those things internal, keep them private. People don't want to hear that, or people don't care. That's your life. You don't share your life with people. And that's not always true. If your story will help someone else, whether you've been through something traumatic, that could help someone else, then maybe you need to share it. If your story will help win someone over to the finish line, you need to share that. And so, for instance, if you run a blog about self-love, instead of simply stating generic advice, share a personal experience of how self-love transformed your life. And so by doing so, you engage your audience of how self-love transformed your life. And you're going to engage with your audience on a much deeper level, making them more likely to come back and visit another blog. I just went through a transformational situation getting ready for my niece's Miss Oklahoma pageant. And I don't want to share all of the details because I'm going to have the young lady who worked with me going through the process come on to the podcast, and we share the details with you. But I went through this process of going to wear something entirely different to showing up differently, showing up much more confident in what I was wearing, from going through my closet and taking pictures of various outfits and learning how style matters, how what you wear accentuates certain parts of your body. Things that I've tried to hide in the past has drawn attention to what I was trying to hide, how certain materials you wear better over other things. And so I can tell you that I've learned so much that I will be showing up differently in the clothes I wear, the colors I wear, things that draw attention to your body in a negative way versus a positive way. The jewelry, the colors, the makeup, the shoes, what boxes you in, I can't even tell you all of the things that I've learned. And I want her to come on and talk about the transformation and the emotions that I went through. Things that I liked, she would give me a thumbs down. Things that maybe I didn't like so well, she would give me a thumbs up. And I'm thinking, holy cow. And then when I go to look for spandex, yes, spandex, I can't even believe I'm talking about this online, but to tighten up the gut area and how uncomfortable I was, but how it was needed to wear. And then all of the people staring at me, going into a Mexican restaurant in a full formal. And I just, felt so awkward. But then to say, when I see them whispering, just smiling at them and feeling very confident in what I had on. But then to say, my niece is in the Miss Oklahoma pageant, and they were like, wow, congratulations. It just makes you feel good when you know people think you look good. One guy said, I'm jealous. I wished that I was going with you. I wished I were dressed like all of you. And so you never know what's going on in people's mind, but to be able to come online and to share your vulnerability and to be authentic and to help other people, there's nothing like that. And so you don't know what transformation other people are going through. And so to be able to help oneself go through a situation where they're not feeling self-love. I even in this same scenario had a conversation with a self-love queen who said, Tonya, love your body just as it is. And I kept saying that is so hard to do because I'm trying to lose so much weight and I don't like the way my body looks. And she said, it's the way your body looks is the way that it is. And you need to show up confidently in the way your body looks. And she walked me through so much. And on that day, I felt so confident in what I had on, in the way that I looked. And so just going through the transformation of loving who you are, it can happen. And so what does that have to do with your SEO? Again, it has everything to do with what you're doing, because at that point, when you craft compelling SEO friendly content, you show up authentically and you begin to optimize your search engines. And so there's this balance between what you are throwing out there into the world, and then you're incorporating relative keywords to what you're saying, whether it be long tail or short tail. It helps the search engines understand the content's purpose. And so you're able to provide keywords. For example, self-love practices, boost self-esteem, self-acceptance exercises, self-love queen, all of those things you're able to give your content keywords to help boost what it is that you're saying. So keep those things in mind. But the main thing that I want you to learn from this today is no matter where you are with yourself, no matter where you are with yourself, how you feel about yourself, evaluate where you are. There are stories, and we will talk about this. I've mentioned it before, but I have done so much training, so much learning about this. There are so many stories, negative stories, lies that you have been told that goes all the way back as a child, that you've been told one after another, after another, after another, that has caused you to believe a negative self-worth about yourself, about your weight, about your looks, about how you show up. All these things that are wrong, that that we're going to work on and we're going to get rid of so that you can show up differently and you can make a difference in how you show up, how you believe about you, how you believe about others, and how you can make a difference in you, your content, and the world. I believe in you. Others believe in you. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that you're going to see a difference in how you show up and how you're going to boost your SEO and how in the future you are going to be proud of who you are and you're going to see a difference in how you love yourself. So just show up. Be authentic, be authentically you, share your experiences. It's you who your audience wants to connect with. It's you who they want to love. It's you who they want to get to know at the end of the day. They want to be able to relate with you. Putting myself out there into the world is one thing that I'm having to get used to. I have a lot of backstories. I have a lot of secrets that I've never shared with the world that has helped me get to where I am today. There's been a lot of things that have held me back. There's been a lot of things that have pushed me forward to help me get to where I am today. And I'm going to share those with you. I want you to love yourself. I am learning to love myself. I love myself so much more today than I did even 3 months ago. And I'm so proud that I do. And I'm going to continue to love myself even more. So be yourself, be you, love yourself. Thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to see you again very soon, right here on another episode of Influence and Growth Mastery. Bye.